Sonny Donnelly, IFL TV in association with MGM Marbella. I'm here at Club KO today in Buckhurst still, and I'm with Jimmy Mack. Jim, I've just seen you doing a bit of training with Jake Ball, working him really hard for his professional debut. What have you been doing in the gym?
Yeah, Jake's been working hard since he turned professional. Like all young pros, making the adaptation, making the adjustments, and as you can see by his workout today, he's making them at a good pace, good rate. So I just want to get Jake out, up and running now, get him out. He's on a great card at the O2, which is great exposure for him, and just get the show on the road now. But he's in great shape and ready to go.
A lot of young professionals, when they're making that sort of transition between amateur and professional, find it a little bit difficult. He looked like he eased into it pretty well, and he was training like a proper pro. Is that like the best you've seen a person turn over? Yeah,
Jake's a precocious talent. He's come through the GB system, so he knows what it's like to mix in good company, good class. And as a professional, we've took that to another level. I think actually as a professional, I've probably never known a fighter to have such world-class sparring. He's been in with Nick Blackwell, British champion. He's been in with Billy Joe Saunders, like British, Commonwealth, European, future world champion possibly. Fighting for a world title. James DeGALE, worked with James for James's fantastic victory over Darrell. He sparred fantastically. So to have that type of sparring, I remember we talked to the great Emmanuel Stewart many years ago, and he always said to me, like, I asked him as a coach what he thought the main number one thing was if he could name one. And he said to me, you can't always get it, and that's great sparring, better competition you're going to get when you face in the ring on fight night. And in Jake's case, he's had that. He's had great sparring with Billy Joe, great sparring with James, and fantastic sparring with Nick Blackwell. So, yeah, he's more than ready. And
I can't forget him because he's not here today, but REECE Bellotti, also you've been training him. What's he been like in the gym?
Yeah, REECE Bellotti, he's a boy from Watford, real character, and I think he's a real talent. If you look at his pedigree as an amateur, WABA champion, he's adjusted very quickly. He's made the adjustments, as I was saying about Jake as well, and he's a very good prospect. And I hope it's just the early days, and he's got to learn their trade bit by bit. But down the line, they're the champions of tomorrow.
As well, you've got obviously James DeGALE, probably the biggest fighter you've got in your camp at the moment. Where is he at the moment, and when's he back in the gym?
James is chilling out in Cyprus at the moment. He's relaxing. He's having a little. He's doing. I'm in contact with him. Obviously, he's just doing a little bit of ticking over training over there. Nothing heavy. We're just waiting to hear what happens with James and when he's next back in action. At the moment, no news. So yeah, when he starts training, he trains diligently, trains exceptionally hard, and I'm sure he'll defend his world title in style.
Obviously, there's only 8 days now until George Groves fights BADOU Jack for that WBC strap. How can you see that fight panning out?
It's a very interesting fight. BADOU Jack, Swedish guy based in Vegas with the Mayweathers, but obviously he's won a world title, and when you become a world champion, the DNA in some way, shape or form changes, and you just become a better fighter. The percentages have been 10%, 15%, 20% better, but you do become a better fighter. So there'll be a lot of belief in BADOU Jack. The Mayweather camp have got behind him. So obviously he's, some people are saying for George this is the perfect opportunity, but I wouldn't underestimate BADOU Jack. And with George, he's getting another crack at the cherry, and I'm sure he'll be all guns blazing. I'm sure he'll train diligently. I'm sure he'll get there with a lot of belief. And for me, I think it's a genuine 50-50 fight.
And also, we can't overlook the BADOU Jack fight, but if George Groves does win that belt, how big could Groves and DeGALE be? Like, if that was a fight to happen for the 2 world titles?
Yeah, I think all fighters at this level are big fights. Domestically that's a big fight because it's not the interest of the British people. But on the world stage, BADOU Jack's a big fight as well because you're unifying belts. So yeah, fights at that level, they're all big fights. Whether it was Groves or whether it was BADOU Jack, James is the number one fighter in the 168 division, and he'll take on all challenges when and when.
All right then, mate. Well, it's a waiting game at the moment. We'll have to see what happens, but hopefully whoever he fights, it'll be a good fight because it always is. He's a true professional. Best of luck on Saturday with Jake Ball making his debut and REECE Bellotti, and I'll hopefully catch up with you then.
Appreciate it, my friend.
Cheers,
God bless.
Thank you.